Hey everyone, welcome back to the English Learning Podcast, the place where your English gets better every time you press play. I'm your host, Brain.
And I'm your co-host, Anna. Thanks for tuning in. Whether you're on your morning walk, sitting on the train, or just relaxing at home, we're so happy you're here with us today.
Absolutely. And today, it's a good one. We're diving into something every English learner wants, how to speak fluently every single time.
Yes, that magical word, fluency. We all want it, but so many learners feel stuck or unsure how to actually get there.
Right? And let's be honest, Anna, even native speakers trip over their words sometimes.
Oh, 100% I do it all the time. The key is not perfection. It's confidence, flow, and communication.
Exactly. So if you've ever thought, why do I freeze when I try to speak English? This episode is for you. We're going to break down what fluency really means, what holds people back, and how to overcome it step by step.
Plus, we've got some fun examples, real-life situations, and a daily routine you can use to start speaking more fluently today.
So grab a notebook or just relax and listen. Let's get into it. So let's start with a simple but important question. What does it really mean to be fluent in English?
Good question. A lot of people think fluency means speaking perfect English like a native speaker with zero grammar mistakes, big vocabulary, and no pauses.
But that's not fluency. That's perfectionism, and it actually holds people back. Fluency is about flow. It means you can express your ideas smoothly, naturally, and without too much hesitation, even if you make a few mistakes.
Exactly. Think of it like this. When you speak your native language, do you speak perfectly all the time? No. We pause. We say, we forget words. And that's okay.
Yes, fluency is not about being perfect. It's about being comfortable. It's about communicating your thoughts with ease, not with stress.
Let me give you an example. Imagine someone says, I go, to park, yesterday, with friend. Not perfect grammar, right? But do you understand the message?
Totally. You get the idea. That's communication. And if they said it confidently, we'd call that fluent, even with a grammar mistake or two.
So to all our listeners, don't wait until your English is perfect to start speaking. Fluency grows when you use the language, not when you just study it.
That's such an important point. And today, we're going to help you stop worrying about being perfect and start focusing on being. Now that we know what fluency really means, let's talk about what stops people from becoming fluent. Because, honestly, it's not always about skill. A lot of it is mental.
Yes, so many learners have the knowledge, but something blocks them from speaking. Let's break down the most common obstacles.
Obstacle number 1. Fear of making mistakes. This is a big one. Many learners are so afraid of saying the wrong thing they end up saying nothing at all.
Right. And the truth is, mistakes are necessary for learning. When you were a baby learning your first language, you made mistakes all the time and no one judged you.
Exactly. Fluency doesn't grow in silence. It grows when you try, make mistakes, learn from them, and keep going.
Okay, obstacle number 2, overthinking. This happens when you try to create the perfect sentence in your head before you speak, and by the time you're ready, the moment is gone.
Yes, like trying to mentally write an essay before answering a simple question like, "How are you?"
So true. The solution? Stop trying to be perfect. Speak simply and naturally. Let the words come out even if they're not perfect.
Absolutely. Obstacle number 3, not having enough words. Many learners say, I just don't have the vocabulary to express myself.
That's real. But here's the trick: you don't need a huge vocabulary to be fluent. You just need to know how to use the words you already have.
Totally. For example, instead of saying I'm exhausted, you can just say I'm very tired. Same idea, simpler words, still fluent.
Obstacle number 4, lack of confidence. This one is huge. Some learners know a lot, but they don't believe in themselves.
Yeah, they think I'm not good enough, or people will laugh at me. And that kind of thinking becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you don't believe you can speak fluently, you won't even try.
Exactly. That's why confidence is just as important as grammar or vocabulary. You have to believe you can speak even if it's not perfect.
Let's recap real quick the 4 biggest fluency blockers. 1. Fear of mistakes. 2. Overthinking. 3. Lack of vocabulary. 4. Lack of confidence.
And the good news? You can overcome all of these, and we're going to show you how.
So let's shift gears and talk about mindset. How can you think differently about fluency?
All right, let's talk about something powerful: mindset. Because before you can speak fluently, you need to think fluently.
Exactly. Most people think fluency starts with vocabulary or grammar. But the truth is, fluency starts with how you see yourself as an English speaker.
So let's go through some key mindset shifts. First one: progress over perfection. Stop trying to speak perfectly. Focus on improving, not impressing.
Yes, think of fluency like fitness. You don't become strong by doing one perfect push-up. You get strong by doing reps again and again, even if your form isn't perfect.
That's such a great comparison. All right, second mindset shift: mistakes are your teacher, not your enemy. Every time you mess up, you're learning something.
Right? I always say, if you're not making mistakes, you're not growing. The only real mistake is staying silent because you're afraid.
So true. Third mindset shift: stop translating, start thinking in English. Translation slows you down. It's like trying to drive with the brakes on.
Yeah, it's like you're speaking English, but your brain is working in your native language. That creates delay, confusion, and hesitation.
Instead, try to connect English words to ideas, not your native words. So instead of thinking, what is the English word for, just think in pictures or feelings, and the English word will come faster.
Love that. Final mindset shift: speak first, correct later. Don't freeze trying to find the right word. Say what you can fix it later.
Yes, think of speaking English like dancing. Don't stop the music just because you missed one step. Keep moving.
I love that image. So, to all our listeners, if you shift your mindset, your fluency will follow. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up, speaking up, and not giving up.
Exactly. So now that you've got the right mindset, let's get practical. Let's talk about what you can actually do every day to build fluency.
All right, now it's time for the good stuff, the fluency formula. These are 4 super practical steps you can follow every day to build fluency no matter your level.
Yes, these are not complicated. They're simple, powerful, and they work. Let's break it down step by step.
Fluency starts with listening. You can't speak naturally if you don't hear how the language sounds. So step 1 is listen to English every single day.
Exactly. And we don't mean boring textbook dialogues. We mean real, natural English podcasts like this one, YouTube videos, movies, songs, anything you enjoy.
Even just 15 to 20 minutes a day makes a difference. The more English you hear, the more it becomes part of you.
And don't just listen passively. Try to notice common phrases, intonation, and how words flow together.
Yes, fluency is rhythm, and rhythm comes from listening.
Step 2 is imitate. This means repeating what you hear out loud. It's called shadowing.
Shadowing is one of the best fluency tools out there. You just pick a short clip, maybe a minute long, and try to repeat it exactly like the speaker.
Same pronunciation, same speed, same tone. It feels silly at first, but it trains your mouth, your memory, and your confidence.
Exactly. It's like karaoke, but for English learning. And you're not just practicing words, you're practicing speaking style.
Do this daily with even one short video, and you'll be amazed at your progress.
Okay, step 3, speak every day. Yes, even if you have no one to talk to.
So important. Speaking is a muscle, and if you don't use it, it gets weak. So talk to yourself, describe what you're doing, tell stories in the mirror, anything.
I used to do this learning Spanish. I'd walk around saying things like, now I am making tea, or I will go outside. It felt weird, but it worked.
Same here with French. It's about building habit. Even 5 minutes of solo speaking practice each day trains your brain to speak automatically.
And if you can find a language partner or tutor, that's even better. But don't wait. Start with you,
Step 4, learn in chunks, not just words. Fluency isn't just about vocabulary, it's about how words go together.
right? Don't just learn the word book. Learn the phrase, read a book, open a book, a good book, borrow a book.
When you learn whole phrases, you speak faster. You don't have to build a sentence word by word, the sentence is already in your brain.
Yes, we call these ready-made blocks. They help you sound fluent without thinking too much.
So instead of learning 100 new words this month, learn 20 useful phrases. You'll speak more fluently, more naturally, and more confidently.
Let's recap the fluency formula real quick. 1. Listen daily. 2. Imitate what you hear. 3. Speak every day. 4. Learn in phrases, not just words.
It's that simple, but the magic is in the consistency. Do these things every day and fluency will find you.
And remember, fluency is built, not born. It's a skill you train.
All right, now that we've got our fluency formula, let's explore some real-life speaking situations and how to handle them fluently. So brain, we've talked about mindset, we've shared the fluency formula now. Let's put it into action. Let's walk through some real-life situations English learners face all the time.
Yes, this part is so useful because real fluency isn't tested in the classroom. It's tested in life.
Exactly, so let's start with a common one, introducing yourself.
Example: Hi, my name is Brain. I'm from London. I work as an English teacher, and I love traveling and meeting new people.
That's great, clear, natural, and fluent. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just focus on confidence and clarity.
And learners can practice this in the mirror. Just pretend someone asked, "Tell me about yourself," and answer it every day in different ways.
Example: Hi, I'd like a chicken sandwich and a bottle of water, please. Then a follow-up: Could I get that to go?
Perfect simple phrases like "I'd like," "Can I have," and "to go" are golden. Learn them as phrases, not individual words.
And you can even practice this at home. Imagine you're ordering at a cafe. Say it out loud, make it real.
Example: Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the train station? Or, Hi, I'm looking for the nearest pharmacy. Can you help me?
Very natural, and so polite. Learners should have 2, 3 of these types of questions ready to go because they come up all the time.
Yes, you don't need to think. Just use your ready-made fluency blocks.
Small talk can be hard, but here's a basic example. So, how was your weekend? Or nice weather today, isn't it?
And when you answer, keep it light and friendly. Yeah, I just relaxed at home. Watched a movie. How about you?
Exactly. You don't need big ideas, just connection. Small talk is about being social, not smart.
Example: In my last job, I managed a team of 5 people and helped increase sales by 20%. Or, I'm passionate about learning and always try to improve my skills.
So good. For job interviews, fluency is about preparation. You should practice your story out loud again and again.
Yes, record yourself. Listen back. Get used to hearing your own voice in English.
So here's a quick tip. Pick one real-life situation every day and role-play it. Speak out loud. Act it out. It trains your brain to be ready when the real moment comes.
Exactly. Fluency is not just about knowing, it's about rehearsing real life.
All right, we've covered a lot. Now let's talk about how you can build a daily routine to make fluency part of your lifestyle.
All right, Anna, here's something important. What do you do when you get stuck while speaking?
Yes, because it will happen. Even fluent speakers pause or forget a word sometimes. The trick is to keep going.
So let's share some smart tips for those moments when your brain freezes or your words disappear.
First tip, use fillers. Native speakers do it all the time. You can say, let me think. Well, how should I put it? What I mean is,
That's right. These little phrases give you time to think, and they make your English sound more natural, not less.
second tip, if you forget a word, describe it. For example, if you forget the word refrigerator, you can say it's the thing you use to keep food cold.
Exactly. This is called circumlocution, describing something without naming it. It keeps the conversation moving.
Third tip, don't panic. Take a breath, smile, stay calm.
Yes, fluency is not about speed. It's about connection. If you stay relaxed, your brain will catch up.
And the person you're speaking to will usually be supportive. People respect effort. They're not judging you, they're listening.
So remember, 1. Use fillers. 2. Describe what you can't name. 3. Stay calm and carry on.
Great advice. Getting stuck is part of the journey, just don't stop. Keep talking and you'll keep growing.
All right, coming up next, let's talk about how to build a daily fluency routine that keeps your progress going strong.
Now let's talk about how to build a daily routine for fluency. Because if you want to speak fluently every time, you need to practice fluently every day.
Yes, and don't worry, this doesn't need to take hours. Just 20 to 30 minutes a day consistently can lead to huge results.
So here's a simple mini fluency plan you can follow every day.
Start with a podcast short video or audio clip. Listen for rhythm, pronunciation, and natural phrases.
Shadow the speaker. Repeat what you hear, trying to match the tone, speed, and stress.
Talk out loud. Describe your day. Tell a short story or answer a question in English, even if you're alone.
Pick 2-3 useful phrases each day and say them in different sentences. This builds your ready-to-speak vocabulary.
That's it. Just 4 simple steps. Listen, imitate, speak, and practice phrases. Make it a habit, and you'll feel real fluency growing.
And remember, small steps every day are better than big steps once a week. Consistency is key.
Exactly. You don't need perfection. You need a routine that works for you.
All right, we're almost there. Let's wrap up this episode with some motivation and final thoughts.
Before we wrap up, let's talk motivation. Because learning to speak fluently isn't always easy, but it is worth it.
Definitely. And you know what helps? Hearing real stories from learners just like you.
Like Fatima from Morocco, she started speaking English for just 10 minutes a day. She recorded herself, practiced shadowing, and joined an online speaking group. Now she works as a customer service agent in English.
Or Rahul from India. He used to be shy and afraid to speak. But he made a simple rule: I'll speak in English every day, even if I make mistakes. After 6 months, he gave his first public presentation all in English.
These stories show that fluency is not about being perfect. It's about being brave and consistent.
Yes, every mistake is progress. Every word you speak is a win.
So wherever you are right now, don't stop. Keep speaking. Keep learning. You can speak fluently every time, and we're here to help.
You've got this. One word at a time, one day at a time.
All right, Anna. That's a wrap. Thanks so much for joining us today on this journey to speaking fluently every time.
Yes, thank you everyone for listening. Remember, fluency isn't about perfection, it's about progress and practice every day.
If you found today's episode helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this podcast with your friends who want to improve their English.
And don't forget to leave a comment below. Tell us which fluency tip you're going to try first. We love hearing from you.
See you next time on English Learning Podcast. Keep speaking, keep growing.
Bye, everyone.